instructions this time, and I got on Fantasy Grounds without any difficulty.
Yay! Awesome. And I'm just leaving it as public, so if somebody else comes on, I'll just boot them out. They can't hurt anything. It'll just be a distraction and annoyance more than anything. Okay. Would anybody like to volunteer for recap for player inspiration, or would we like a DM recap?
I mean, I have another news report ready.
Please do it.
Why are you groaning? You said it was a good thing last time.
It was. I don't know. I'm sorry.
I'm here for it.
You're just as disappointed as I am in myself.
Why
That's
are
how
you
you
just
know it's
in
good.
yourself?
Because I'm always disappointed. Let me get my script back out.
My boyfriend's broken.
Always have been.
Or
Wee.
perfect the way he is.
Debatable. Hello, I'm your host, Gabriel Honeywood, for Neverwinter News. These are your headlines tonight. Following the previous psychic interrogation session, the psionic ginger from our last report has apparently succeeded in mind-melding with a child of dubious self-preservation skills. It's been reported that the location and possibly soon-to-be downfall of the local street toughs might be fast approaching. Following this revelation, the resident psychic turned his attention to boosting the morale of the child and possibly starting him and his companion on an early path towards adventuring. Whether this was a noble action to shore up the future of this mining town, or a terrible act of goading the impressionable youth, only time will tell. Reports of heightened tensions at a local tavern are being made which seem to be stemming from a night of drinking, gambling, and feats of strength gone wrong. What started as a friendly but gruff night of tossing dice began to turn sour when the Red Brands apparently causing an unnecessary but not unexpected confrontation. While our reports are limited in the ongoing situation, we can see smoke beginning to rise from the adjacent building, and at least one bovine fleeing the scene. Whether they are involved in the arson is yet unknown. We're getting an update that the scene in the Sleeping Giant Inn is again escalating. So we take you now to our scry in the sky, Denali Webster. Denali, how's it looking down there?
Pretty fucked up. Oh my god, that was great. I
Fantastic.
wasn't ready. I should have been. Very, very solid. Inspirations have been given all around. So yes, we have started. I believe you guys rolled initiative before the end of last session, correct?
Yes.
Beautiful. So that will put us at the top of the round with Tomas, who has just completed setting fire to the building behind him, having failed to find the secret compartment in the chest and leaving it behind. Valor, you are on deck. If you would like, I think you can hear me, we can either move you down until you're in and ready to go, or you can dictate what you would like to do, and we can go from there, however you'd like to handle it.
I should be in within about 2 minutes. So.
That's what he said. Okay. Then, because if you guys are okay with this, we'll wait just a minute for him to get in. Because normally I'd say we can skip over him and come back, but after him it's like three quarters of the Red Brands. So I don't want to fuck anybody up.
It's acquiring the file list now, so.
Perfect. Alrighty. Then, Thomas, if you would like to go ahead and take your turn, as you stand outside of the window, watching all of this begin to take place. You've seen all of the Red Brands kind of push back from their chairs, grabbing for their weapons as the exchange between Karin and, was that Steve? No, just Red Brand 16 has taken place, as Valor has also shouted out to everybody to stop making fun of Scar. He has feelings, and they matter.
Yeah.
It's debatable.
I'm going to move down to here and throw barbarians here. Is that a bonus action?
To throw ball bearings, I believe it's a bonus action. Let me double check. Doop-a-doop-a-doo.
We've got you a thief, and I think you have fast hands anyway.
So if you have fast
So-
hands, it's definitely a bonus action.
Yeah, so because it says as a utilize action. So okay, I'm still learning the 2024. Is a utilize action? Is that like an object interaction?
I'm pretty sure it is, yeah.
Okay, so yeah,
So-
that would be your.
so
Go ahead.
If, because the utilize is what Bliss does for the rope,
Mm-hmm.
right? So like if you're a regular character, utilize is a full action, but as a thief, if you're a 3rd level rogue thief,
With the fast hands.
then you have fast hands and it's a bonus action. But if you're an
Okay.
assassin, then I don't think you have that. Like you've got to be a thief as your subclass.
Okay.
I don't know.
A thief.
Yeah, he was going to be an assassin at the very start, and then he saw climbing speed.
Okay, so then for you that will be a bonus action, yes. And you're doing them in front of the door?
Yeah, in front of the door.
Okay, and then let me double check the space for that. 10-foot square, let's fucking go.
Oh dear.
So right there?
Yeah, that's fine.
Beautiful, so that's
Question.
all. Go ahead.
Do I go here and shoot in? Is the door closed? Will I
Uh,
be able to do that?
The door has been left open.
Okay. I'm gonna shoot Steve.
Alright, go ahead and control left click Steve and roll your attack.
Steve's such an awful name, right, guys?
It's so bad. What a dumb
Um,
name.
Right? Ooh, should I use a sneak attack? Or...
Yeah,
You
yeah.
get it because you are
Thanks to Vega.
you have an ally in 5 feet, and Steve is also facing away from you, so he doesn't know that you are attacking. So I'll even grant you advantage on that
Oh, yeah.
because you've been doing really well with your stealth. I'm not going to make you roll another one and cuck you. I want you to.
Alright. So. Is it this one? Fast damage.
Yeah. no. Stop texting.
That is a hit.
Yay! I did the thing.
Yes.
Right. I've clicked sneak, so that should actually
Should
do
apply. There it is. Okay, so
9
9 points of damage to Steve, who, as he is watching, his back is to you, he's looking back and forth between Karin, Rainbrand 16, and Valor, not really sure what to do, grimaces in pain as he quickly whips around and snarls at you. Rawr.
And I scream, come on, just. I don't know, I was just like, stupid red bands, I don't want to swear too much.
Oh, it's okay. You're fine. All right. Any further movement or anything for you? Or are you taunting? Remaining.
I'm
with
taunting, I'm
order?
standing here. I might draw my rapier,
Beautiful.
depending on if they go. But yeah.
Okay. Poor Hilda's
That's
gonna
me.
have a hard time putting out that fire. It brings us to Valor, my dear.
I am just loading in. My character sheet isn't coming up, but
Here, I'll screenshot
is,
and
there it
post.
is.
Oh, you got it? Okay.
yeah, I'm watching the
Let me
stream
share
too,
them.
by the
Oh,
way.
perfect. Thank you.
Okay,
share
so okay, so I'm gonna target Steve. Was Steve the one that which one was Karan pickpocketing? Initially.
16, the one just above Steve.
The one just above it?
Yeah. We're gonna change
And
his
he's
name to
technically
Sticky
in-
Fingers.
In
Sticky
5,
Finger Fred.
He's technically in 5 feet from Baylor, right?
Yep.
Okay. Screw it. Baylor's gonna look at Steve and say something to not make fun of your own group of people, and then he's gonna swing at him with his sword.
Do it.
Spank him.
Oh,
Oh, heck yeah.
beautiful. Beautiful.
Oh, heck yeah.
Yes.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yes. And are we doing the home
Oh,
the home
snap.
table?
Can I retcon, please?
Maybe.
I was supposed to sorry, I was frazzled. I was supposed to bonus action Hunter's Mark first. Or with my feature.
I will allow
you
it
okay
this
with that?
time. Moving forward, if it doesn't
Okay.
take place first, we're gonna say no.
Sorry, I was focused
it's
on
okay.
getting in.
It's okay.
Okay.
It's okay.
Okay, so I'm gonna use one of my favorite enemy charges, to Hunter's Mark on that dude. On Steve.
All right.
Oh,
And we're
so my
doing
hit
the homebrew
goes-
crit table rules here?
Yeah. The
Beautiful.
maximize one of the die
Yes.
ones. The one that really benefits me.
Yes.
Um,
All right, so that's going to be 6 and 8, so 12. Doop, doop, doop.
times 12, and then Hunter's Mark is what, a D6?
Another 6, yep. And I believe Hunter's Mark would double as well, correct? Because it's all part of the same attack, so go ahead and roll one more d6. Another 7, so
It's
19
fine, we'll get in them out of the way
Oh,
now.
that's fine.
19 points
Okay.
to Sticky Finger Fred, who screams out, "What the fuck?" As he whips around to look at you, and you see as his grip tightens around the hilt of his weapon.
Oh, did I have Sticky Finger Fred, or did I have Steve?
Oh, you were
Fred,
doing
Steve
Steve?
targeted.
Oh, I thought you said Sticky Finger Fred. Just kidding. Doop, doop, doo. So you were targeting Steve. Okay. Valor, how would you like to do this?
Oh, heck yeah. That just goes to show that just goes to show that words mean that words are hurtful. I don't know. Words are hurtful sometimes. I'm coming for you next, Sticky Fingers. Or something.
He. Go ahead.
Move Hunter's Mark. I can do it next turn though. So then he'll target Sticky Fingers.
Mhm.
And he'll do he'll pull out the dagger and stab him with advantage.
Okay. Part of the Nick and Vex.
Correct.
Okay.
If I do this. How do I do advantage again?
Bottom left of your screen, the ADV button. You'll click that and then roll your attack.
Oh, duh. Okay.
Yes.
Boom.
Okay, a 17 does hit.
Okay.
8 points of piercing damage as you shank him. Very, very,
Very nice.
Any movement for you?
No. No. I'm gonna stay there.
Okay. Let's see. Scar is really struggling right now. And he is going to ready an action. Doop-a-doop-a-doo. Okay, and that's going to bring us to Steve is dead. Sticky Finger Fred. He is going to quickly turn around to you, and with his short sword, he's going to say, "Words can hurt. That's why I let my blade do the talking." Watch me roll terribly. It was almost a nat 20, as he misses with a 12. And he just kind of stands there, dumbfounded.
Why don't you put your sword in your mouth?
Yes. It's awesome. Wait, what?
Yeah.
He is going to move around 5, 10, and that is going to end his turn. And that brings us to Bob, who, seeing that the others have not yet jumped to action, is going to shout out, "What are you waiting for? Get him!" And unfortunately for you, Baylor, with the readied action, Scar is going to attack from behind.
Well,
Let me post a picture of this. Oh wait,
That's okay. Do damage to me.
yeah, like so.
so not only is it a natural 20, it is max damage. So you feel this sharp pain in your back as you take 14 points of piercing damage, Valor. And as the blade is withdrawn and you feel the familiar warm flow of blood beginning to cascade out of your wounds, you hear, give me a perception check. Sorry, friend. And Bob is going to charge towards you, Valor. As no one else has made a move yet. 16.
16 hits, doesn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
It'd be a shame if I silvery barbs it.
Are you silvery barbsing? Beautiful.
Yeah, but then you get stabbed a second time.
Okay, who are you giving advantage to?
Oh, do I have to get it immediately? Fuck.
Well, just so I know, if you want to, I think you have to give it immediately. If you need a minute, that's completely fine.
Give me a few seconds
Okay.
to figure out the rest of this. I need to figure out if it's a good idea or not.
Absolutely. If you're okay with me, I kind of have an idea for flavor on your silvery barbs, unless you have something in mind.
He's charging at Valor, right?
Correct.
And if this hasn't fully made him miss, I kind of just imagine sending one of the tendrils out to trip him up on the way.
Beautiful. Okay. Unfortunately, the second hit or attack is still a hit with an 18. So the lesser of the two, the 16 is still a hit. As Valor
Can't say I didn't
takes
try.
8 points of piercing damage. But you do see that as he's coming forward, there's this inky tendril that comes out and trips him up. And in doing so, I kind of envision, so like silvery barbs in my mind is almost like a chronal shift where it like rewinds it momentarily. So I like envision that tendril as it trips him up, like quickly like rotates its way up his body and like retracts the blade before letting time go back into play. But that does unfortunately hit. I'm so sorry, JJ. That
that's
brings
fine.
us to.
That's fine. Bring it.
Ooh, I don't want to. I don't want to kill
also-
you. Uh-huh.
I'll give the advantage to Umaril.
Umaril, okay.
You'll do what again?
You have advantage.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
These silvery barbs. Hilda, you hear this shuffling from behind the bar as she quickly as her stout little body can, clambers over the bar, saying something like, "Ugh, my house is on fire." And she's like climbing over tables to get through, dashing. She is going to make her dex save. Let me see what her modifier is. That fails. And you watch as she comes like waddling quickly towards the front door with her dash action, and just whoop, very like cartoonish as like the feet go up in the air and there's just this heavy like whoop, as she biffs it and is now prone. And I think she would like yell out, "Who the fuck put these here?" And that's going to end her turn and bring us to Karen.
What if?
Can I double check? How far would a 10-foot emanation from me be? Would it be 2 squares.
Let me see. 10
Yeah.
foot. Doop doop doo.
2
Come
squares is
on.
enough.
Oh, no. Let me. Oh my gosh. Remove this. Oh, we'll just do a square, whatever. About that.
If it is it 10 feet in each direction?
I was thinking of positioning myself to use Arms of Hadar, which says each creature in a 10-foot emanation originating from me.
Where? How do I?
Which
Can I
one?
draw
The
anything?
Arms of Hadar.
Yeah. But I want to do it without killing Valor, ideally.
So, yeah, so I feel like, let me get rid of this square. With something like that, I think it's anything within the 10-foot radius. So if you position yourself differently,
Stand on the table
standing
here.
up on the table.
Can I get 3? Would that hit 3 of them, or is that...
Kind of. So I've got to move you into one of the squares.
Oh yeah, shit.
So there, you would definitely
I'm
get
not gonna be
those
able to get 3
two. Yeah.
Well, they're the ones most likely to kill me, so... I'll climb on the table and then use Arms of Hadar on them. So... They need to make a strength saving throw each.
Beautiful. And what is your DC, Lev?
Oh, also, I meant to do the same thing. I meant to do a bonus action innate sorcery first.
Ooh, okay.
I'm assuming I cannot do that though.
I will allow this round because we've allowed a bonus action that should be declared before to take place after this round. We'll allow it this round. Moving
Okay.
forward, if we miss it, I don't want to sound like a
Yep.
dick, but we're, as players, are responsible for remembering that stuff. So I'll allow it this round. After that, it does need to be done appropriately if it needs to be declared before something.
So that would make it DC 15 now, I think.
Don't be. It happens, dude. Don't be. Your DC is 15. Okay. So the red brand Bob succeeds with a. He rolled a 19. Let me double check his modifier. So with a 21.
I have to roll. Oh, go ahead. I have to roll 2 con
concentration?
saves, by the way.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you for that. He succeeds. The other guy, Sticky Fingers, does not. He fails. So with that spell, go ahead and roll damage. Did you want to inspiration that con save, Valor? No? Okay. Your favored enemy, Hunter's Mark. You feel that connection sever as your blood continues to pour from your new wounds. So, Karin, go ahead and roll your damage. Go ahead and target Sticky Fingers, and then you can roll that. And he will not get a reaction until the start of his next turn. And then, so he will take 4, and Bob takes 2. Beautiful. Let me make note, no reaction. Beautiful. Any further movement for you?
No, I'm good for now.
Okay, I'm going to get rid of this big circle there. Doop-a-doop-a-doo. And that is going to bring us to Umaril with Bliss on deck. Umaril, you do have advantage.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna do Burning Hands on Red Brand 18 and 23. I'm trying to find the deck save they would have to make on here. Hold on.
Burning Hands.
Not showing my spell save DC for the life of me.
So your DC is 8 plus your casting modifier plus your proficiency bonus. So you are your charisma
8
base?
plus 4. Yeah, 8 plus 4 plus 2. It'd be 14. Yeah, it's 14.
14.
There we go. Yeah.
Where's your plus 4?
It's for my, because I'm a charisma-based caster.
So it's a +2 for your wisdom
Oh.
modifier. So it's
Okay.
8 plus the 2 plus the 2, so 12.
12, never mind, 12,
So
you're right.
we're gonna work on buffing you guys up as we go.
Alrighty, let me see if I can, it's Control Alt to mark 2 of them, I believe.
Control left
Did you say
click,
wisdom?
yes.
Yeah,
Control Alt.
wisdom?
Warlock.
Why are you casting with wisdom, right?
I think it's because I have, it's a, aren't you supposed to cast with your
Yeah.
main, okay.
Yeah, if warlocks are wisdom or
Charisma.
charisma, yeah.
Charisma.
That's,
And I believe their primary is charisma.
yeah. Alrighty, they're
And that's
marked, so let me
a
go ahead and cast that.
15.
Okay.
So on that, hit the roll, the dice button to the right.
Yeah, I see it.
Beautiful. Oh, that is wild. Okay, I will roll them manually. I don't know why it is doing that.
That is weird, yeah.
Yeah, because usually when you cast, because I allow you guys to do that. If an NPC has to make a saving throw, I leave it up to you guys, so that way you have some say in what happens. Okay, with a and that's a dex save, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so with a 16 and a 9, Red Brand 18 succeeds, Red Brand 23 fails.
Okay, it's just, yeah, whatever, take half of 3d6, fire damage,
So,
which is a 7.
what does this look like?
It looks like he's gonna, like, kind of give him, like, a reverse hug, if that makes sense, kind of, like, unfolding his entire arms, and kind of, like, holding it at, like, arm's length, I suppose. Just, hitting with some hot flames. And with that, I'm gonna end turn.
Beautiful. As the flames kind of engulf them momentarily, I feel like it'd be kind of fun if, like, you can hear, like, disembodied screams as the fire kind of dies out that nobody else can hear from your spell.
Yeah, that'd be cool. I'd be down with that.
Okay, awesome. That brings us to Bliss with some ruffians on deck in the top of round 2.
Alrighty, so I'm gonna step up here and bonus action, initial bonus action is I'm gonna make a grab, see if I can grapple Bob.
Bob. All right. He is going to do. It doesn't matter either way. That is a take.
And the DC on that grapple is 14.
All right. And for just a split second, you feel as though he's going to slip right out of your grip. But there's something that causes him to kind of fall off kilter, and he is now grappled.
All right, so I'm gonna so I've stepped up to him, put hands on him, put paws on him, and then reach into my robe, pull out a length of rope, maybe about like 2-3 feet long, and I'm gonna try to tie up Bob.
All right.
So
And
that
Well
would be
played with the wrong kitty.
And that's
that would
another
be a-
save.
I think I make a DC
10, right?
a DC 10 sleight of hand check.
That's right. One of these days I'll
that.
remember.
It's so weird. It's such a crazy thing.
It is. It's fun though. Oh, you succeed. Very, very nice.
All right.
So you were able to restrain him as well.
So I've got Bob restrained. I say, all right, the games the games are over. If you tell us where we can find Fel Dindar and his wife Mira Dindar and their children Nilsa and Nars Dindar, maybe, just maybe, you can leave here with your lives.
Two things here. If you were not Max, I would give you an inspiration, great recollection, and callback with the names of the NPCs. And then secondly, either give me an intimidation or a persuasion. And then let me know what you roll. I'm going to run to the bathroom real quick.
Hi, what are you doing?
The door wasn't closed, sorry. What did you roll, please?
I rolled a 13.
13. So
But I'll
even-
use an inspiration. I'll use
Okay.
an inspiration. Let's see if I can do any better. 50-50 chance of beating that. Well, a little bit better.
15. You watch his eyes, which have kind of gone wide at the shock of how quick and nimble you are for somebody of your size and stature. And it quickly turns into a look of amusement as though he is restrained and grappled, he reaches down and grabs himself and tells you, "I've got your friends right here."
All right, and yeah, all right, and then I will. I'll be done.
Okay. Red Brand Ruffian 23, as he is quickly shaking the fire off of himself. He's going to look at you, Umral. You're going to regret doing that. And he is going to lunge towards you with his short sword, if it will roll. And he trips on the chair behind him as he goes to lunge and completely misses with a 6. Red Brand 18 kind of laughs and, "That's not how you do it." Like this, as he too is going to lunge towards you with his short sword. With a 15. That I
That
believe
does hit.
hits. Okay.
No.
No?
Oh, that hits. No, the 15 hits.
Okay. You watch as the fire behind his eyes almost counters the fire that you had set upon him and his friend just a moment before, as you feel the cool steel of his blade pierce into the side of your abdomen, as you take 8 points of piercing damage. As he withdraws his blade and flings the blood off, he writes himself, "I've got some tricks of my own." And he is going to move over here. And just for flavor, as he moves over towards the bar, he's going to look over and grab one of the tankards that's been sitting there and just take a big swig of it. Bringing us to the top of round 2 with Tomas and then Valor on deck.
Yes. Over. Right. So, Hilda, do you think she's a good guy? Well, good lady.
To be fair, all she's done is run outside to try and stop a house from burning down.
Has she?
Yeah, that's all she's done.
Okay, I'll ignore him. Or could I drag her out, throwing her a rope?
Yeah, if you wanted to.
Is that a bad idea? What do we reckon, guys?
I mean, it looks like you're helping her then.
Right. Okay. Right. I'll use a bonus action to, if that's okay,
Yeah.
to throw a rope to her and tell her to grab it, and I'll pull her through the bull bearings.
Beautiful. And you throw it at her, and she kind of like is trying to get herself up, and she'll grab the rope, and it's just kind of like a conveyor belt as you pull her off, and she's just, who'll put these balls here? Ow, my keister.
Some guy, ran off. Just give me a second.
My home.
I take my crossbow and aim it. There's Bob. Steve's dead, right?
Yes.
I'm gonna hit sticky finger.
Beautiful.
Alright, so it's control and left click.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Nice.
Did I deselect?
Yes, you did. He is good to go.
Oh, I did select.
Oh, you said D? No, you have him selected.
Oh, I haven't.
Yes. Oh, now he's gone. Now he's good.
Right. And I used to sneak.
Yeah, he's next to us.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, right. And hey, I did the thing again.
Nice.
That is a nice and tasty hit.
Oh, he. Oof. I want to be him.
Nice, 12 points. So as Sticky Finger Fred gets a bolt to, I guess, like in the rib cage, there's a pained cry that emits from him. And you guys all see the color is quickly draining from his face as the rest of his clothes begin to match his cloak.
Sorry, I realized that you was trying to grab him, right?
Bob is the
Yeah.
one that is restrained and grappled right now.
Well, he's definitely going to be very easy to restrain soon.
Yes. Any
Oops.
movements or anything else for you, dear?
For now, I think I'm okay, yeah.
Okay. That brings us to Valor with Scar and Sticky Finger on deck.
Valor will look at Bob, and he'll say, "You will tell us the information you need to hear, or we will keep on mutilating your friends until none of you are left to lie about it." And he'll take a sword swing at Sticky Fingers.
And you were saying that to Sticky Fingers as well? Or you were saying that to Bob?
I was saying that directly to Bob.
As you're
because
stabbing,
I think
gotcha.
we're trying to keep. Yeah, as I'm stabbing Sticky Fingers.
Beautiful. Roll attack.
That is a 21.
21. That misses.
What?
I'm just kidding. No,
No,
that's
it
a hit.
No, it doesn't. I was gonna say.
Absolutely a
Enough
hit. You're
No,
catching
like,
on.
My mind was blown.
How would you like to do this, Valor?
So so this is I'm killing him.
Yep.
Okay. So as I would imagine I just like kind of like stab right through his heart, and at the same time I look over to Scar and I say, "Your friends can't seem to take a hint. It would be in your best interest not to follow suit, unless you like the taste of broken teeth."
Intimidation, please. Everything has been taken into consideration, so the DC is a bit lower for you.
Oh boy. Oh no.
It's not that low, I'm sorry. It's not that low.
His voice cracked in the middle of it.
Well, that's fine.
Do you want to intro
like-
it all?
like teeth.
No, like I'm hoping that my conversation with him has some like rapport, and hopefully he'll. I don't know. We'll see.
Fair
See what
enough.
happens.
Maybe we keep him alive and torture him to ask any questions.
That
It's
is
fine, I'll throw them when it's my turn.
bringing us to Scar.
Oh, I'm not done.
Oh, just kidding. Going back to Valor.
No, yeah, I'm definitely not done yet.
Sorry.
And then I will, I'll target Bob.
You get advantage on
Second.
attacks on Bob.
Yep. Okay. How Bob isn't really hurt right now. He's just restrained and grappled.
He's
right?
got like a
Okay.
paper cut.
Okay. So Valor will take out. So as part of the same attack, with advantage, he'll take a. He'll try to stab his. stag the dagger kind of like maybe like in one of like the joints of his arms, maybe like whichever
Ooh.
one has whichever one's holding the weapon.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see what happens with that.
That is a hit.
Here we go.
7 points of piercing damage, and you hear like a sickening like pop as your blade penetrates into the joint, as he winces and grits his teeth.
And then as a bonus action, I'm gonna spend a key point.
I forgot you went into monk. Awesome. I was like, what?
Because Scar is 5 feet away from me, right?
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm gonna spend a key point for the patient defense.
Beautiful.
So I'm gonna take the disengage action and dodge actions as a bonus action together. So I'm gonna use that,
Okay.
and with that, I am going to.
Are you
Maybe,
taking
like,
the
come in this-
disengage or are you taking the dodge?
It's both. If I use a key point, it's both.
It's both?
If
I thought
don't
it was
use a
one
key-
or the other.
Nope. When you take
Oh,
a key point,
wow.
it's both.
That's
So I'm
fucking
taking
cool.
disengage and dodge, and I'm kind of coming into this corner. I'm not, but I don't want to look like I'm scared. I just want to like
Walking away
I'm
like
like
a badass.
almost dead. I'm almost dead, and I'm just trying to like protect myself.
Beautiful. Very, very cool.
Yeah, this is my brooding corner.
That is going to...
And-
Go ahead.
There, that will end my turn.
With that, do you look back as you walk away at all?
I'm repositioning, like I'm like backing up into that corner.
Okay. Go ahead and give me an insight check. Flavor-wise, he is going to take an
Okay.
attack of opportunity, but it's going to miss.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say.
Yeah, this is just flavor-wise.
Okay, insight.
Okay. So as you kill another of his friends and then make this comment and a half-hearted threat to Bob, and you reposition to walk away, you watch as Scar still swings his blade towards you, but it's quite obvious to you that he waited until he knew that you were out of range to be hit, as he takes his attack of opportunity.
Ooh.
Okay.
Unfortunately for the rest of you, he is going to... Let me see. We're going to roll for this one. All right. Seeing that Umaril is being flanked, not mechanically, but just kind of surrounded, and that Karan seems to be the next biggest threat as far as magic capabilities go, he is going to jump up on the table 10 and come over, and he is going to target you, Karan. And as he leaps off of the table, swinging his blade at you, but lands just short as a 15 misses? Oh, that's right, because you've got your mage armor.
That we can never get to work properly.
Yes, yeah. So I've just modified it on the AC selection on your character sheet, like on the yeah. So I just have it there. So if you ever don't have it, please remind me, because otherwise I just assume it's always on and it's there.
I already have ones. I'm consistent with that at least.
Perfect.
Since it was so close, though, I'm imagining it's gonna like hit the mage armor and just like be smacked away by all the ink.
Yeah, and you watch as the blade kind of slices through some of that ethereal ink that's just around you, as it's like coiling and bubbling around you. And that is going to bring us to Bob. He is going to try and not target you. I think initially he is going to try and break free from the rope. And I actually need to go back to our messages, because we had decided on a DC and
But-
AC, right?
So if he's going to try to break free from the rope,
Mm-hmm.
that's just the straight rules, which is
Okay.
either a 20 DC strength or a 15 DC acrobatics. I'm sorry, a
Okay.
20 DC athletics or
Okay.
15 DC acrobatics. But we also said that he could try to attack the rope,
Yeah. Yeah.
and we have some rules that I didn't put. I should update my character
Yeah.
sheet.
Okay.
put
And
the-
I
I'll-
know
I'll
it's
put
in our
them in the text.
messages. So I
Yeah.
think for now he's going to try and get out of them. And with a 17 dexterity or acrobatics, you watch as he's kind of squirming, and as you're like holding him, he's grappled, he's got the rope around him. You watch as he kind of squirms and writhes his way out of the ropes as they fall at your feet for you.
That was with a disadvantage, right?
No,
Mm-mm.
is there? I don't think so.
Okay, because restrained has dexterity disadvantage on dexterity. saving throws.
Dexterity saves, but this wasn't a
Save,
save. It
yeah,
was
but
acrobatics.
this is a skill check.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's right.
Yeah.
I keep on mixing those up.
It's okay.
I think that's
Uh,
easy to do.
And even like the 2014 stuff that's still in play, I'm always like second guessing because I'm like, is that only 2014? Is that only Legacy? But yes, so he's still technically grappled because he would have to make a
Yeah,
separate
so he's-
check to get out of that. But he is no longer restrained.
Restraint, yeah.
Go ahead.
Wheel out of the ropes.
Yes. And just for flavor, he's going to try and like bite at you. He's not actually making an attack, but he's going to try and like bite at your paws, and he just comes up with like a mouthful of fur, and your fur is kind of like mixed in with his facial hair.
This is like ew.
Oh, why did I think that was a good idea?
And Bob is just like, ew. Hilda, having been conveyor belted out of the ball bearings, is going to groan, and she's just mumbling and venting and griping and cursing under her breath as she uses half of her movement speed to stand up. And she's going to look at you, Tomas, before waddling towards the building. Did you see who set fire to my house? Ugh.
Oh, I think all I saw was one of those these gentlemen in the red cloaks over there. I think he said something about you keep skimming money off the top.
Go ahead and roll deception for me.
Okay.
Be prepared to use some inspiration.
Do I have a good deception? Oh, that's not too bad.
Okay. She narrows her eyes at you momentarily, and you can insight if you choose to do so. As she mumbles something and quickly is going to dash action once more, so 5, 10, 15. And you watch as she begins to run towards the barn. That ends her turn, bringing us
Okay.
to Karan with Umaril and Bliss on deck.
Of Scar and Bob, which one looks the most injured? Ow, ow.
Out of Scar and Bob, go ahead and give me a quick medicine check, please.
I'm not good at that.
Also, that was my insight check.
Okay, so with the insight check, you can't really tell. It doesn't seem like she believes you, but that is the least of her worries, as Bessie is in the barn and her house is on fire.
Fair
with-
enough.
With a 5, it's hard to tell. It's really hard to tell, as Bob is being hugged, embraced in a warm embrace with Bliss. You know that he's a
Jealous.
little hurt, but it's hard to see how hurt he is.
If he's he's like with Bliss, then I'll target Scar instead.
Mufasa.
Oh, I just can't wait to be king.
And I'm going to use Distant Whispers on Scar, which would be a DC 15 again.
And is that wisdom?
Yeah.
Okay. With a 16, he succeeds. But as a person, what do you say with your dissonant whispers?
I don't really say too much. It's more, you know, my lessons that I get every time I go to sleep. I'm imparting
Yes.
that into his head.
Oh, that's fucked up.
Yeah, I was really hoping it'd kill him.
That's real fucked up. Go ahead and roll a d4 for me, please. Okay. I'm going to say that he takes 4 points of the psychic damage. This is more of emotional damage. And, and I think that with that flavoring, I'm going to allow it on this.
Emotional damage.
And
Thank
that
you.
was to Scar, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
He still does take half damage when he saves, though.
Yeah.
Oh, then you know what? That's right. Go ahead and do that, and then I'm gonna half the 4 then. Go ahead and roll your damage. I forgot about that. 15 halved. That's going to be 7. Beautiful. Okay. Anything else for you, Karen?
Still on the table. Are there any more coins from our gambling that are on the table that I can grab?
I don't think anybody grabbed them. Yeah, so there were 1, 2, there were 7 of you guys, so there would still be 21 gold pieces.
Cool, can I add that to my inventory?
As a bonus action, you want to snag it?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Okay. And because of the backstory and utilizing it for this, I think if you guys are okay with it, and I don't want to say too much because I don't want to give away backstory character stuff, but in this moment, because this is his first time experiencing anything like that, he is not going to be able to take reactions until the start of his next turn. As he's just kind of standing there stunned, and you see this look of pure terror kind of plaster itself on his face.
I mean, everyone else does. I'm focused on the coins.
Okay. Brings us to...
That was Scar, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Didn't he take a reaction to swing at me when I walked away? I guess he already used
Well,
his reaction.
so that was like mechanically. I mean, I guess, yeah, because I
okay.
said that, you know, because technically, mechanically, he wouldn't have been able to, but I did say he was going to for the flavoring, so we'll say that he's already used his reaction then. Okay. That brings us to Umaril with Bliss on deck.
Alrighty. We wasting some Pat Magic slots today. I'm going to. I still have advantage. On.
So technically, it has to be used on your next attack. It doesn't stay like
Okay.
like.
So it had to be used on my last turn, is what I'm hearing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a-okay. I'm gonna attack Red Brand. Ruffian 23.
Actually, it says within 1 minute.
Did they change it? Let me check the verbiage on it, because I believe with 2014 it had to be used on the next attack. Let me see.
Yeah, it says on. Oh.
Next attack roll, ability check or saving throw, it makes it within 1 minute.
Within 1 minute. Yeah. So because he's. Well, you haven't made an
Wait a minute.
attack roll technically. So if we're looking at you can do
That's true.
Is it to hit or just for attack rolls?
attack
Well,
rolls.
they're the same thing.
Attack
Oh,
roll,
okay.
ability check, or saving throw.
Yeah.
You haven't
Gotcha.
done a thing, you've made other people roll.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
yeah, that works. So you can have the advantage.
Alrighty.
You're welcome.
23. I'm gonna hit him with an Eldritch Blast. Point blank. And I know, does that come with disadvantage?
Let me double check.
Because he is kind of right there, and I don't have like Spell Sniper.
Let me
At
see,
point blank range, I think it
believe
does, but the advantage would
but
cancel it
well,
out.
yeah, it would negate it.
Okay.
So it'll just be a regular.
Does an 11 hit?
It does not.
Ooh, okay.
Oh,
I'm
wait,
going.
let me double check 23. It does. It does.
Does it? Okay. That is 2 bits of damage. Yeah, I'm gonna kind of like hold out my hand in front of his face to kind of like blast him. Afterwards, I'm then gonna like cast Armor of Agathis, and I'm gonna kind of like back away a bit, and as like kind of the cold aura kind of forms around me. So that's gonna give me 5 temporary HP, and
Fuck yeah.
I'm then gonna move back, hoping that they would attack me. So I'm gonna like move back 1 space until they can kind of get a reaction on me.
Okay. And Ruffian 23 will have an attack of opportunity. You are still in the 5-foot range of 18. So let me go to him real quick.
The parents were not very creative with names, were they?
No, they were not. With an 18, that does hit.
Okay,
You got 10 temporary hit points, right?
it's 5.
Oh,
And the attack absorbs your temporary HP from your...
Okay, they take 5 cold damage, and they are now gonna get hit with a Hellish Rebuke.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, the moment they kind of hit me, I'm gonna kind of just like point my finger at him and cast this bad boy. The dex save is 12.
12. Okay. See if... I think you have him targeted. Hold on, let me...
Oh yeah, I think I
Are you
do. I
sure?
You,
You aren't casting it at 2nd level. I think this was right.
did...
Yeah, it is.
On for the which one?
Yeah, it's showing, for some reason it's showing me like my spell slot. My warlock spell slots is level 1, and I have like 2 separate sets of level 2 and 1. It's kind of weird. It's not showing like, it's showing me different spells for like each slot, which is kind of weird, even though I should be casting at 2nd level at all times. That's like the main thing as a warlock.
Mm-hmm.
So,
okay, we'll have to
that's kinda
take a
weird.
look at that. Let me make note of that.
I mean, for the time being, to kind of keep things going, kind of doing with
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah, I'm just making note of it so that way I can take care of it this week. Okay. So you do have him targeted. See if you're able to cast the Hellish Rebuke and see if it'll do that or if it's just going to show the DC again. That's the damage. Roll the button next to it.
Oh,
It's quite
okay,
alright.
gotcha.
It's quite alright.
If it goes off,
Oh,
it's
it does.
going
Yep. He fails. How would you like to do this with the damage that you rolled? So as you do your attack with your Eldritch Blast, and then you imbue yourself with a little bit of extra health and capabilities to endure, stepping back as he quickly takes the moment to attack you as you step away. How would you like to end his existence, Emerald?
Yeah, as I kind of just point my finger at him, he just bursts into flames, and the flames are just so intense and just so hot that he just melts away. And like literally like just leaves nothing left of him.
That's amazing. Fucking okay. He is dead. Clever girl. I know you're not a girl. It's a Jurassic Park thing. Sorry.
Yeah, I know.
Okay. Okay. Just to make sure I didn't know. Very solid turn. Anything further for your turn?
No, I'm gonna end my turn right here.
Beautiful. that brings us to Bliss with Ruffian 18 on deck.
All right. Let's step up to here. And again, using bonus action, I'm going to make a grab this time at Scar.
Mhm.
So that's a DC 14, his choice, strength or dex save.
With a natural 20, he quickly leans out of the way as you come lumbering over towards him.
All right, I'm going to try again.
Okay.
Burn a focus point for my flurry of blows.
Your furry of blows.
Okay.
With a 19, he still is able to match as you reach out to grab him, dodging just
All right.
in time.
I'm going to try again with my main action.
Okay.
Please succeed again. It'd be funny.
What was the... Okay, well, that's not going to matter.
14.
With a
DC 14.
7, thinking that you've stopped and that you're going to move on to continuing to harass Bob, he kind of leans in, thinking that you've gone to pull back, but he was quite wrong.
All right, so Bliss is gonna like let go of Bob. I kind of like look at his hand where Bob tried to bite and just sort of like take a quick little like lick at his fur to kind of like clean out the part where it was kind of gross from Bob's slobber. And then move to here. So now I've got Scar grappled, and I'm gonna go. So let's see. That's 1, 2. I move 2. I'm gonna go to here, and that should drag Scar 1 square away.
Yes.
And I'm gonna say to Scar, right, and then I'm gonna go. So let's see. I've moved 1, 2, and then that was a drag, so that was 3, 4. 4 squares. So I've got plenty of movement left.
Oh, yeah.
So then I'm going to go here and here. And I'm going to say to Scar, stay back if you want to live. I should do that in Bliss voice and say, you seem like a nice one. Stay back and maybe you can live.
There's a moment where you see that his breathing is very heavy. You can almost hear, your ears kind of twitch as you hear the rapid palpitations of his heart. And you can see his Adam's apple kind of bob as he gulps heavily. And not doing it now because it's not his turn, but he kind of takes a step back.
Bliss gives him like a little subtle thumbs up.
Anything else for your turn, Bliss?
I've used all my stuff. That was my bonus action, my main action, and my movement.
Yes, I was just thinking if you took a 2-level dip into fighter and could do that twice, like that would be absolutely insane.
That's coming.
Ugh, I know.
It's gonna take a lot of levels to get there, but
It'll be worth
that's
it.
on the chart. It's on the chart.
Bringing us to Ruffian 18. He is going to look at the spot where his friend was just burnt to death. And he is going to kind of... Oh, nope, I want you. There we go. He is going to take a swing at you, Umaril. Missing completely, and you watch as he charges towards the window using object interaction to open it and jumps out the window, ending his turn. Bringing us to Thomas.
So who's still alive? Bob. Oh, and Brand outside as
Yes,
well?
so as you watched Hilda's running off, waddling like an angry penguin, you hear the sliding of the window open up, and you watch this red brand kind of clamber quickly out of the window.
Okay. I'm gonna see this guy come now. I might jump at him actually with my rapier to leap and stab him at him. Is that alright?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Sword control. Maybe. So, has anyone from this town come to see what's going on with this huge fire?
Not yet that you've noticed.
Three on the
Probably
ground,
don't
three or
get a sneak attack, so probably can't, right? So
No, he would see you out of the corner of out of his eyes as he comes out and like looks around to assess the situation.
all right.
That is a hit.
Okay. Oh, come on.
6
Come on,
points
mate.
of piercing damage. And that is to 18. Okay.
I use a bonus action with my dagger to hit him.
Absolutely. You will not get your proficiency added to it, but yes, you can make an offhand attack.
Oh, did I? I don't think I actually added my proficiency to my rapier.
Because
The +4?
you could only take one.
I did? Oh, is that? Oh, sorry, my mistake.
Oh, yeah, so like
So
with
you can
offhand
take it.
attacks, yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna use an inspiration if that's okay.
Absolutely.
Oh, it doesn't work, right?
Actually, you have rapier, and rapier has vex, doesn't it? So you would naturally have advantage on the offhand attack.
Does he have...
He has rapier mastery.
Oh yeah, yeah, sure.
Oh, so if you have mastery, then my understanding is that you should be able to nick and vex, correct?
He has mastery for rapier. He doesn't have mastery for dagger.
Let
'Cause
me
he's only leveled one.
double check this.
I'm not sure about like offhand attacking without.
Let me do.
Yeah, that sounds right to me.
Yeah,
Is
if you
rapier
have...
is rapier a vex weapon? Yeah.
I think so.
thought so. Let me Google and check. Rapier is a vex weapon. Doop-a-doop-a-doo. And you have vex weapon mastery. You have mastery with the rapier, correct?
Yeah.
Correct. So then my understanding is that if you have that, you should be able to, as part of the same attack, not a bonus action, be able to make your attack with the second weapon, so long as you have like unsheathed it, like if you put your crossbow away, all that stuff. You should be able to make an attack with advantage. And I don't think it's not the same thing as an offhand, so it's just a normal attack with advantage.
Okay.
Yeah, it's got to be a different.
Different weapon.
It's got to be a completely different weapon.
Yeah, so using your dagger
Yeah,
would
it
work
was-
for that.
Yeah, and if that so if you make that dagger attack, and you have advantage because you have
Sneak attack.
Yep.
vex, then you get sneak attack on the dagger attack.
Yep.
That's a badass combo. I didn't think about that about rogues.
Mhm.
So
So go ahead
do I
and
use sneak
roll.
attack?
Roll your dagger attack again. The 12 does hit, but because you have advantage, you never know if you'll get a crit.
Turn advantage jokes. You've already rolled once.
Yes, sorry.
Yeah, no, you're good. You're good. So we're just gonna see if you can get a nat 20. The 12 does hit, so either way.
You need to roll to. Oh wait, yeah, never mind.
It's you're confusing me.
Yeah, no, I confused myself. My bad.
Roll another dagger
Sorry,
attack,
just going away.
just regular.
The plus healing.
Wait, that's why did it do that? I'm sorry, that's my fault.
No, it's okay. No, you did it right. Yeah, because you'd already rolled 1, so rather than rolling it again with advantage, you're just rolling one more to see if you can beat the 12. You did beat it. That is a hit. You do 7 points of piercing damage. Go ahead and roll your d6 for sneak attack.
Oh, okay. I'll just throw that one. Oh god.
5. Beautiful.
Oh god.
Since we're being like all rulesy on this, I think that so that's 3 plus 5, not like I still don't think he gets the. I don't think he gets
you're
the
right, yeah.
plus 4
That's fair.
For the
unless he has the two-handed weapon fighting style.
Hmm.
You have to be a fighter to have, or like a ranger to have a fighter.
Yeah.
I think you're right, yeah.
Okay, so how much damage do I actually do then?
So it
I
would.
can only see-
So it would not be plus 4 to the dagger type, to the dagger damage.
Yes, it'd be
Yeah.
3 plus 5 is 8,
Plus
is what I think. But
5.
I'm that's my.
No, I think you're right too.
Yeah, fair enough.
Well, let me ask, because this is it's technically part of the same attack, and even though it's not two weapon fighting style, there's still the mastery that's involved, correct? So if he were to do a main attack with the dagger, he would get the plus 4 because of his dex modifier, correct? Does the modifier not apply to the Nyx and Vex?
It's what you said at the beginning. It's that the the offhand attack doesn't use the
Okay.
modifier, which you said at the beginning, and I think that's
Okay.
right.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was
Unless you have the
confusing.
two-weapon fighting. If you're a fighter or a ranger with two-weapon fighting, then you can apply the
Okay.
bonus to both.
Okay, I was thinking that the Nick and Vex negated that, so that is good to know. And Valor, that will come into play for yours as well.
Right. Yeah.
Okay, so that makes sense. Okay, so it's a combination of the offhand Vex. Okay.
Yeah, it's crazy. There's like a
That's
million
sarcasm
different.
so much easier.
Okay, that is
Yeah,
so
yeah,
good to
That
know.
is correct.
Yeah, because
Sorry.
I was thinking
Ooh.
that negated the offhand aspect.
I'm gonna shout, Hilda, I got him!
Oh my god. Go ahead and
Awesome.
go ahead and give
So
me
cool,
a persuasion check, please.
Okay. Please be good. Please be good.
So real quick. So when
Uh-huh.
I rolled the dagger damage,
Oh.
I shouldn't have. It should have been just the dice, not
Yeah,
the actual.
not the modifier. Correct.
Yeah.
'Cause,
Yeah, I'm seeing that right here.
Yeah.
Yep.
So like I said, I thought that I know like with an offhand attack without the Nick and Vex on the table at all that you don't get your proficiency added, but in my mind I was thinking that the Nick and Vex would negate that, so it was just regular. So moving forward, we'll finish out this combat as is. I'm just going to apply it. I don't want to go back and undo a bunch of stuff. Math is not my forte. So we'll finish out this combat with the proficiencies included. But moving forward, the Vex is technically going to be an offhand attack without the proficiency, or without the modifier added. So as you shout that out, she stops and turns. Get that son of a bitch. And I think she'd like stop and like pick up a rock to throw at him and and keep waddling over.
But how much damage does it do to him?
It doesn't actually. It doesn't hit.
No!
She's more focused on saving her cow and getting water to put the fire out as it continues to burn down her home. Anything else for your turn?
Well, I guess he's not down.
Not yet.
You're gonna pay for what you've done. Just to shout it at him verbally, loudly enough so she can hear me shouting it.
That performance.
It's awesome.
Like real performance.
Yeah, you know what? For shits and giggles, let's do it.
Oh my god, please give me a good one. No!
Well, the good
The
news
gaslighting's
is that-
insane.
what was that?
Wait.
The gaslighting's insane.
It is.
Yeah.
The fire just
Yay!
swells.
Nice. It was
That was a
worth the
beautiful use of
inspiration.
inspiration. That was a beautiful use of
Yes.
inspiration.
You're so persuasive in your performance that even he is like reevaluating his life choices as
Wait,
you're
did
like
I do that?
shaking him. You're like, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry.
Coward Dave.
Oh my gosh, I love when people gaslight NPCs.
Hello.
Yeah.
Brings us to
I learnt it from you, Luke.
What?
I've got some pointers. It's a good start.
You've done well, young Padawan.
So Bob is no longer grappled, right?
Correct.
He's neither grappled nor restrained.
He is a free man.
Bob is a free man.
Okay. Valor will I really just don't want to do nothing, but I don't want to get back in range. Screw it.
Healing potions.
YOLO.
Ooh. That's true. I do
Mm-hmm.
have one potion of healing. I don't care. Valor's going to cast Cure Wounds on himself.
Yes.
Nice roll, buddy.
Very nice.
It's a casting on wounds, not for long rest.
And those of you that can, I mean, Bliss is kind of looking at me. Those of you can see me. You can kind of see him like, he was kind of like in a defensive pose, and now he's kind of like back up, and just like, yeah, let's go for it. And he's gonna come charging at Bob, and I'm gonna burn another E point
Mhm.
because why not? For flurry of blows, and I'm gonna do 2 unarmed attacks.
That's a hit. 8 points. That is a hit.
That's such a strong round, man. Like a cure wounds and 2 attacks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's a very strong round.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Trust the wounds.
There you go.
Beautiful.
And he'll probably just stay. If you know what's good for you, stay down. Just admit defeat, and tell us what we need to know. And that's my turn.
Alright, that is going to bring us to Scar. And at this point, Bob is shouting at all of you, and shouting after the red band who jumped out of the window, calling him a coward, and all sorts of other less than pleasant names and words. And is going to shout
Rapscallion.
towards Scar, and we're going to roll to see how Scar reacts. Alright. Scar is going to begrudgingly walk in towards you, Bliss, and attack. And misses. You feel the whoosh of air kind of graze across the hairs on the back of your neck and I guess just your back. Umaril, to you it's quite obvious that he is not actually trying, but he is following orders. That brings us to Bob, who is going to quickly turn his attention to you. He's going to stab at you. Nope, he's not. No, not Fred. Not Fred.
Not Fred.
Fred is dead.
He's dead enough.
Drop Dead Fred. Love that movie. Towards you, Valor, as you have just stepped forward to use him as a personal punching bag. And he
Yay.
is going to attack you with a 13. It misses. And he is going to step back and around. And
Don't
his-
I technically get an opportunity attack?
Yes, you do.
Do I really? Oh,
don't.
sure, Karan does. Yes, Karan does. Yes.
I remembered I have a knife.
Yay!
Where do I have advantage?
Who are... Hold on. Oh, you have 2 people targeted.
Oh,
So
whoops.
the either one hits. Doop-a-doop-a-doo. Roll a D100 because technically the nat 20 was directed at Scar. So roll a D100 for me. 21. Ugh. I was gonna say if it was high, I would allow the nat 20 to carry over to.
No, that's fine.
Okay, but it is still a hit.
Oh, nice.
10.
Oh,
Oh,
God damn it.
nice.
Nice.
No, that's the because of the crits that it thought I had.
It's okay. We will
Oh.
take that off. Doop-a-doop-a-doo, and we're going to apply the 7 here to Bob. Okay. And as he positions himself along the other side, Bliss, you do get an attack as well if you want to take that attack of opportunity.
Oh, yeah. I don't know why that didn't occur to me.
Yeah.
Sure. So let's see. Hang on. We've got Hilda coming up, and then yeah, sure. I'll take
Okay.
that back.
This was a costly move.
Yes.
Wait. I have to go here, and I have to target him. Give me 1 second.
No
So,
worries.
target button, target mode, Bob. Okay. And then martial arts.
That is a hit.
Nice.
Nice.
Bliss, how would you like to do this?
So as Bob steps away, and Sharon slashes out with the dagger, Bliss is gonna, if you don't mind, Sharon, just kind of grab Sharon's hand a little bit and stab him again with Sharon's, like, kind of be like do it again, and then just kind of
This is how my law works.
It's the power of teamwork, baby.
And we'll give a high five when we're done.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's exactly what's
love
happening.
it. I love it. And just ignore this, guys. Don't.
Was that my sneak attack damage?
Ignore the 12 dice that were just rolled. Okay.
Yeah. Pay it no mind. Don't mind the man behind the curtain. And that is.
Secretly, there's a trap door behind the counter, and underground there are 50 more red brands that pop up.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, that's where Hilda's going. She's gonna go get reinforcements. Very nice. Speaking of Hilda, she is running towards the barn, still dashing, and she's just screaming as loud as her, 5-pack-a-day voice can carry. My home's on fire! My cow! Oh, God! And she's going to see that Bessie is big chillin'. Bessie gives her mrrr. She is going to come running back out, carrying a barrel. And that's going to slow her movement. That brings us to Karin.
So Scar is the only one left in the building now.
Correct. And 18 is still outside, apologizing profusely to Thomas for everything he's done.
So we should.
Oh, yeah. Oh, do I want to just finish him off, or do I want to intimidate him first?
Some people would say that doing both is a good way.
No, I'll be kind. I'll at least give him the opportunity, because... Actually, wait, have I even noticed that he's not been trying to attack Bliss properly?
If you want to roll insight to tell, you can.
This determines whether he dies.
You could always just ask us too.
Damn it, I noticed.
It definitely seems like he is not trying. like he's still going through the motions, but with his size and stature, and especially though even though he lost the arm wrestling to Valor, you know that this is a man of great strength and great capabilities, and to not even meet his mark with his attack seems off.
Would me talking to him count as my action?
No. No. I'll allow
Okay.
you guys, like, in between. Like, I know that it's all, like, because there are some DMs, oh, it's 6 seconds, you can't talk. I'll allow small exchanges, as long as everybody's okay with it.
In that case, I'm going to, like, flick the blood off of my dagger, and I still have innate sorcery up, so I still look slightly fucked up to him now. Just walk towards him and slowly, methodically just go, now that the rest of your group is gone, are you more willing to discuss the location of... I unfortunately don't remember the people's names as well as Bliss did.
I didn't remember I had that shit written down, man.
Well,
Dindar and Dindar.
Yeah.
Bliss, pass me the notes. What were their names?
Fel, Dindar, and his family.
Are you more willing to discuss where Feldindar and his family are? Or are you going to end up like the rest of what used to be your friends? And I'm just going to give him a creepy smile.
You watch as he kind of, like, braces himself and readies his weapon, but gives a silent nod. Not speaking or verbally responding, but also not taking action, if that makes sense.
Well, I think we'd all feel a bit better if you put down that weapon.
Until my livelihood and safety is confirmed, I'll do no such thing.
It'll be confirmed the second it hits the floor.
It'll hit the floor.
You have my word that I will not harm you, and
Good.
neither will anyone else in this building.
Either persuasion or deception, whichever it is that you're doing.
I mean, deception's better, but I'm technically not... Well, actually, no, the way I've said that specifically is deception. So I said in this building and steers outside.
Yeah.
And inspiration.
Okay.
That's better. You can trust me.
He will hesitantly, and I'm not going to do it mechanically because if we're still going to pursue combat after this, it will affect things, but he will ultimately end up taking a step back and setting the sword on the bar next to him.
Alright. I will, in that case, to end my turn, I'm just gonna sit on top of the table now. Just keeping an eye on him.
Okay.
I would still have my innate sorcery going for a bit longer though, wouldn't I?
Yeah, because it's for a minute.
I think so. I just want, you know, the creepy factor while I'm trying to intimidate him again
Oh,
later.
absolutely.
Well, that'll be it for me, so it's just Boomerang next now. And guys, I promised that we wouldn't kill this one. The one outside you can go for though.
Yeah, so luckily I can still kind of see him and he's still in my view.
Mhm.
So I'm just gonna like hold out my arm, you know, aiming at him through the window. See if I get a nice pod shot at this little guy. So I have him right here. Okay. I'm just gonna hit him with another Warlock Classic. Okay. I'm guessing that hits.
That is definitely a hit.
Okay. Did it roll my damage?
It rolled a 1.
Oh, I did.
Yeah.
Little pod shot. Yeah, I'm going to end my turn. Yeah.
Okay. Oh yeah, you don't get 2 till 5. That's right. That brings us to Bliss.
All right. So I'm gonna say to Scar. Well, I'm gonna give Scar a little like thumbs up again, and I'm gonna say to the folks in the room, well, you all play nice in here, I'm gonna go 1, 2. That's 10 feet,
Mm-hmm.
and I can see the fire, right?
Yes.
Okay, so that's 10, 15. Can I hop through the window? Would that be like an acrobatics check or something?
No, you can
Check
just
or
do
something?
it. Yeah, it's. I mean, if you want to let the dice decide, I would allow you to roll, but it's something
Sure.
that climbing through. See how gracefully you do it? Yeah.
I'll take an acrobatics on that.
Okay.
Do a flip.
Yeah, monk
Yes. Yes. You like tuck and roll seamlessly, like turning into a furball momentarily as you just bloop through the
Okay.
window.
Plus using silvery barbs on it.
Let's see. So that's 5, 10, 15. Okay, so that's 20.
Are you gonna throw him into the fire?
No.
It's bliss, yes.
Do I see anything like what is this? Tell me about this fire. Like
So
what do I see about that with the fire? I mean, it looks pretty big on the screen.
yes. So what you see is the house itself, which you guys would have gotten the look at before. This lower section of it is now ablaze. It's not completely burnt down to just like bones or anything like that, but you see that all of the wood in this area has caught on fire and is quickly burning. You see that the fire is kind of spreading. You can see through some of the windows there's like plumes of smoke as like curtains have caught up and are like fizzling up in the flames quickly. Bits of smoke are starting to kind of come through the gaps in the doors and windows. You can hear the crackling of the wood within, and it's large enough that you can, even from this distance, you can feel some of that heat radiating off of it.
All right. So, what I'd like to do is think about like how I might be able to help help Hilda put out the fire. But I don't know. Probably can't see her because she's like around 2 corners from here, and I didn't see where she went.
Correct. You can hear her
He's screaming a lot.
shouting from
Well, she
over
has
in
been
this
screaming a lot.
direction. Yeah. And as she's screaming, you can hear that it sounds like it's drawing nearer. And then what is your passive? Let me see. Yeah, I think with that you would hear that sounds like she's like dragging something with her.
Okay, so if I take like all my movement, and if I had like if it's reasonable for me, and I would roll for this if I need to, if it's reasonable for me to like go towards where she is to know that, then I think that's what I would do.
Okay.
Okay, so all my movement would get me to about here.
Yes. And
So
I think at
that's
that
5,
point you
10,
would see like
15,
the
20.
shadow and movements coming around the corner of someone over there.
Okay, then I'm going to again, if it's reasonable for me to keep going from here to like try to be finding Hilda, I would bonus action dash.
Okay.
And I would probably take an attack of opportunity from Ruffian 15 because I went past it.
At this point, he's not even worried about you. He's trying to get.
He's trying to what?
He's just trying to survive at this point. He is not wanting to continue fighting.
Okay. So then bonus action dash. Do I want a bonus action dash? Or do I want to? You know what? I'll use feline agility. I think I'll use feline agility instead of bonus. Well, no, I'll bonus action dash.
Use both.
Oh, I don't need to use both. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, so that would get me around the corner. And what would I see there?
You would see that Hilda is like dragging over a large barrel that appears to be very, very heavy, and she's like dragging it quickly, heading towards the direction of the house.
Okay. So it's a Are you trying to put out that fire? Because I think I might be able to help you with that.
Yes. Help me save my house, please.
We're not here to burn down any buildings. I'd be happy to give you a hand.
Pan over to the flashback of Thomas setting it on fire.
Yeah, right, yeah,
Make a
totally.
perception check.
You... No, I caught and apprehended the thief. Thank you.
Exactly right.
The I'm not a thief. The person.
Or at least I'm not. Right, so,
Yeah, and I don't think you guys are aware that he set the fire.
yeah, I don't know. I don't think I saw him set the fire.
Mm-hmm.
Don't worry, I have a plan to take care of this miscreant.
All right, so I'd be happy to. I've got like a ton of movement left, and
Yes.
so I have movement and I have bonus action and an action. So what would be my options to try to like help her get that barrel over the fire? How
What
would you want
is
to play it?
your carry capacity?
What is my carrying capacity? That is a very good
Lift,
question.
push, drag is
3.
360, and then
My strength is 12. Where would I find my carrying capacity?
so
Well,
on your
it's in
inventory
inventory.
is at the bottom. So it
Oh,
has your
all right,
maximum
all right,
lift,
cool,
push,
cool.
drag. Maximum is
My
360.
push drag lift is 360.
Perfect.
Jesus.
That's only a 12 strength.
Beefcake.
Yeah, I'm negative strength.
6.
Okay. And we'll say that between you guys, you helping her, and if anybody were to help, and you guys will ultimately be able to get the fire put out.
I imagine that would put me somewhere like, yeah. You tell me where I would end up with that, and I'll tell you if I have enough movement to get there.
Yeah, I think you could get like right about here.
So if I'm going all the way back there, then I would have to be using. Yeah, so then I'd be using feline agility
Because you would
and
dash,
bonus
right?
action dash. Yeah, so that would be my main action would be to like throw beer,
Okay.
and then and then my bonus action dash.
The cat's got zoomies.
Yeah, I think that's it. Seems about right.
Okay, yeah, I think so.
I might not be able to throw the beer until the next roundup. I don't know. It's a
I
lot
would
of
allow it.
movement.
It's, yeah. Because I think that either once this guy is dead or gone, we're going to, like, technically be out of combat and you'd be able to move freely and everything. So. Doop-a-doop-a-doo. Okay, so that brings us to Ruffian 18. He is going to disengage. And actually, he can't go through you guys, so he's going to...
we get reactions, right?
He's
Oh no, he's
disengaged.
disengaged.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
And he is fleeing, bringing us to the top of the round with Thomas.
I really hope that small rabbit doesn't shoot him on the way out.
Oh no, that'd be terrible.
Well, nice shooting.
No
Oh,
one.
That leaping dagger rapier dagger combo is pretty bad.
That's pretty cool.
Wait, he's trying to run away again?
Yes.
He's terrified of me.
Yes.
What? How's...
Well, now you can shoot it out.
How much does he look like he's got much life in him left?
Go ahead and give me a medicine.
Pardon?
Medicine.
Medicine check, please. Sorry, we're getting severe
Well,
weather warnings, so like my stuff might be cutting in and out.
Never mind. I'm just gonna kill him.
He's not dead.
Alright,
Medicine check.
I mean, better at
Still
medicine.
alive.
chat, we're done for the day. We're just gonna on him.
Actions.
dead.
I know, Liz. I'm sorry.
I throw my bag at him.
He stole my
I was gonna
bag!
I was gonna cut his tongue out and say, I love you.
We summoned.
Hi. Sorry, we're having like severe weather warnings right now, and my stuff keeps cutting in and out. So I'm leaving my camera off so there's no more terrible pictures that can be taken when I cut out again. I cut out again, didn't
I mean, she got the 10-minute breakout.
Oh my god. I'm gonna post some channel for you guys.
My babies, yeah. Can you still hear us clearly, or are we cutting out just as bad?
Right now I can hear you, but when I cut out, everything is out.
Nah, fair enough.